Welcome to my show. I'm Dhritiyatri, and here are the biggest stories that are making headlines across the globe today. So let's start with it. Israel and Arab nations urge caution on Iran strike. Top Israeli and Arab officials they have warned the US against striking Iran immediately. Well, they believe the regime remains strong and a premature attack it could really unify Iranians rather than weaken their government. Diplomacy and strategic patience are being emphasized here. The region braces for calculated steps, not sudden warfare here. Iran's protests continue amid the rising death toll. Massive demonstrations across Iran show citizens' anger and their fear. Reports suggest thousands have died, with numbers ranging from 2,000 to over 12,000. Security forces continue the crackdowns, escalating tensions while streets remain volatile as the world watches closely. Step-by-step approach proposed against Iran. Officials suggest gradual measures instead of a full-scale strike. Well, options include better communication for civilians, tighter sanctions, cyber operations, and targeted strikes. Well, here the goal is weakening Iran without provoking a united nationwide backlash. Patience is being tested as a key to long-term success. US maintains all options on the table. White House confirms that every option from sanction to military action is under review. President Trump, he listens to advice but makes the final call. Analysts stress that this could be dangerous. The balance between diplomacy and action is very delicate. Chaos in Tehran rises the regional stakes here. Iran faces unrest, economic challenges, and international scrutiny. Israeli and Arab officials feared early intervention could backfire here. Countries' internal instability complicates the global strategy. Any misstep could really trigger a broader Middle East conflict. University of Colorado students win cultural discrimination case. Two Indian PhD students face backlash over heating palak paneer in campus kitchen. They filed a civil rights lawsuit citing cultural discrimination. Well, the university settled for $200,000 and awarded their degrees. Their victory highlights global conversation on international student rights. Students barred from returning post-settlement here. That's right, despite the settlement, the university barred the students from returning. Aditya Prakash and Urmi Bhattacharya chose to return to India. Social media celebrated their courage, turning their lunch incident into a landmark legal victory. Well, Palak Paneer, it becomes a symbol of justice. US military buildup in Qatar, stealth F-35s, B-52 bombers and KC-135 tankers are stationed at Al Udeid Air Base. Proximity to Iran allows rapid response here. The deployment sends a message of deterrence. Analysts say that it demonstrates US's readiness for any provocation. F-35s and B-52s offer strategic reach here. The US planes carry advanced payloads capable of striking critical Iranian target. Refueling tankers extend the operational range here. Experts say that the build-up signals that military power is ready if diplomacy fails. In the end, the Gulf remains tense as a strategic flashpoint. Iran warns retaliation against the US forces. Khamenei's general vow swift responses to any US attack. Iran's threat heightened the tension in Washington and the Gulf. Military analysts warn that escalation risks are kind of higher here. The region braces for possible confrontation. Trump's controversial middle finger moment in Michigan here. During a Ford plant visit, Trump flipped the middle finger at a worker who insulted him. Well, the moment it went viral online, sparking debates. The White House defended the gesture as provoked. Social media erupted with mixed reaction. Viral video overshadows economic tour here. Trump's visit intended to showcase manufacturing achievements. Well, the confrontation shifted focus to personality over policy. Analysts say that such incidents they affect the public perception. The clip became a global spectacle overnight. Iran seized weapons, alleged foreign interference. Iran claims that discovery of US-made firearms, explosives, and surveillance equipment. Authorities allege linked to foreign intelligence agencies. Well, the seizures are framed as protecting the national security here. Tehran blames external forces for refueling unrest. Explosive stockpiles could trigger disaster. Authorities report that over 200 kgs of explosives sealed, enough for large-scale destruction here. Audio recording and spying devices, they are also found. Iran accuses the foreign actors of exploiting the internal chaos here. Well, the global community watches, intelligence claims closely. Protests turned global, drawing international responses now. Iranian unrest now attracts the attention from the US, Europe, and regional powers here. The US issues warnings. European Union and United Kingdom consider sanction. Israel openly supports protesters. Here, global diplomacy intensifies around Tehran's crackdown. China, Russia, Turkey back Tehran here. That's right, Beijing, Moscow, and Ankara framed the protest as Iran's internal matter. In fact, they warn against foreign interference here. The whole crisis becomes a chessboard for regional and global powers. So basically, every move, it carries strategic weight. Could regional war erupt? That's right. Experts warn that misstep could escalate into a broader Middle East conflict. Military threats hang over the Gulf and surrounding areas. In fact, proxy groups and oil market could be impacted here. Tensions remain at the historic peak. Greenland rejects the US-controlled proposal here. Greenland's Prime Minister says that the island will stand with Denmark, not with the US. Trump's comments on acquiring Greenland sparked global tension. The Arctic's strategic importance is rising now. Sovereignty and security debates are in the spotlight. Denmark stands firm against pressure. Danish Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen calls the US pressure unacceptable. Greenland is declared not for sale. Europe watches closely as Arctic geopolitics heats up. The issue becomes a test of alliance unity. NATO monitoring Arctic tension here. Germany, France, and the UK discuss Arctic surveillance expansion. NATO stresses cooperation and collective security, official aim to prevent escalation while tracking military activities here. Arctic strategy gains global importance. Trump leaves allies unsettled. His statements about Greenland unsettle entire Europe. Well, analysts warn uncertainty can rival force into diplomacy here. US and Denmark relationships face scrutiny now. Arctic strategy discussions are intensifying. Starlink offers internet in Iran amid the blackout. Well, Elon Musk's SpaceX provides satellite internet to the Iranians. Starlink bypasses government censorship. Small portable dishes challenge the Tehran control here. Information flows despite the regime shutdown. Tehran struggles to block satellite signal. Authorities seize thousands of Starlink devices. Economic warfare targets satellite frequencies here. Experts say the devices are portable and hard to trace. Well, satellite internet becomes a geopolitical tool. Protests continue despite the backlash. Death toll rise amid the heavy crackdown. Detentions increase, fear dominates the streets, and yet the information leaks continue. International observers track the crisis in real time. Satellite internet becomes power play. Starlink demonstrates influence without any physical presence. Government faces new challenges in controlling information. Well, Iran struggles against technology from the orbit. The whole situation underscores modern geopolitics. Greenland's sovereignty draws global focus. Autonomy, identity, strategic importance all collide. Well, the island refuses to be a bargaining chip in global politics. NATO remains carefully neutral here. Arctic discussions dominate international security circles. Maduro family faces US detention. Nicolas Maduro and Celia Flores are held in the US after a high-risk operation. Their son addresses the nation, highlighting emotional strain here. Supporters demand justice, critics question the legality. Latin America watches closely. Venezuela reacts to the US actions. Interim President Delcy Rodriguez condemns the US operation. Relations between Caracas and Washington are strained. Well, the case remains question about law, diplomacy, and regional stability. Legal battles intervene with politics. NATO condemns Iran's crackdown and avoid the war commitment. Security General Mark Rutte delivers strong criticism of Tehran's action. NATO stops short of military involvement here. Allies are coordinating intelligence and consequences well. Diplomacy is preferred over battlefield intervention. Global pressure mounts on Tehran. Protests, sanctions, international scrutiny intensify. The US, Europe, and Israel push for accountability. Iran faces internal and external crises simultaneously. The world watches, knowing the next move could be decisive. And with that, that's a wrap up of our 30 news bulletins from around the globe. From Iran to the United States, from Venezuela to Israel, the world is changing, and so is geopolitics. Me, Dhriti Atri on Times XP is here to give you all the latest updates that matters the most. See you tomorrow.